What new options can we expect to see when MCC is finally brought to PC? We have a lot to talk about. What's up, Crows? Scarecrow here with Abstract Gaming, bringing you my first take on a live commentary discussion of Halo. And this one we're going to be playing MCC and discussing some of the new options we can see when the game is finally brought to PC. And I'm pretty excited for this. I've played a few matches. It was kind of hard to talk and play at the same time, which I should be used to it because I talk like 24/7. Boom, boy, hit those nades. Alright, everybody fell from top mid. Let's do a little bit of hill time. So, we learned that it's not just going to be a port from console to the PC. It's actually going to be a whole new iteration with actual PC options and everything. And some of these options have been leaked. We have learned that there are going to be 5 categories from controls, video, gameplay, network, and accessibility. So we actually had some of the video options leaked to us, and we're going to discuss some of these. No, I have to reload! So in this video we're going to look at the video options. If you have not played much PC gaming, there are a lot of more options that they have that we don't on console. Some of them being a Fov Slider, which we did get to see this in the flight program, the public flight program of Halo Reach. So it's pretty cool to see kind of what that expands to. It shows that we can select to have a different option to where I'm assuming there will be a slider. It's usually what it goes by is the Fov Slider. Teammate, I'm sorry. I had a good feeling you were going to die. No scope. Don't run. Don't run. Allow it to happen. Bro, he's going to chase me hard. Next is the window settings. So this one's very important to me because I have played a little bit of PC. And to see a windowed or full screen option, because it's so hard to record while you're playing full screen, and some games don't even have this, dude. Like Halo CE PC doesn't have it, and you have to do a lot of tweaking to get it to work, and it is a huge hassle. Not to mention, if you want to say, I want to look at my web browser and play Halo, it was just something that just can't be done in full screen. And now it can be. So it's pretty cool to see that. I'm very glad they have listened for that option because that one itself is very important. See you, bro. You can chase if you want to, but I'm going to leave your friends behind. Next is the aspect ratio. I'm not entirely sure what that consists of. Usually when I think of aspect ratio, I'm thinking of 16:9 is what we use for widescreen here in the US. I'm not entirely sure if PAL goes by that same option. I don't think so. It may be. So that may be what that is talking about. Now here, the most important options when it comes to a game on PC, and that is being able to tweak and fine-tune your graphics. So now we can, if you're playing on PC or on console, you're kind of stuck at one option, but in PC you have all these variations, and depending on how great your PC is, the more you can raise your graphics up. So that's kind of cool to see that to be brought over. And I've heard that some of these options, not quite these ultra settings, are going to be brought over to the console as well. They're going to look into it anyway. They're looking into the field of view, and all that cool stuff. But say you have a low-end PC such as mine and the game isn't running smoothly, you can tweak these options. They are broken down into multiple categories as well. You can change one overall option and tweak it from ultra to high to medium to low, and you have all these options at your fingertips. But you can even go even deeper and say you want great shadows, but you don't care about any of these other options. You can tweak that as well. It goes from texture resolution to texture filtering. I'm not entirely sure what texture filtering is. I just said a lot of these options do not apply to me since I do not play on PC. Anti-aliasing. That sticky looked like it followed him. Next is dynamic shadows. That one will be something I would tweak. Shadows are pretty cool, and to see the best. What I need there, bro. So to see that as an option is great. That's like one of the only options I'm able to leave on my PC. Also, there is a ultra wide HUD anchoring. I'm not entirely sure what this is. I'm gonna have to look into that. It may have something to do with your cursor staying somewhere in the center of your screen. That's what it sounds like, depending on how. Don't you hit me with that nade, bro. Ah! I wanted to hit it. These are just a few of the options that they have currently released and will possibly be in the flight that we are going to be getting in just a few weeks. I can't wait to hear more news about this. So far, it's pretty exciting stuff, and to finally be able to test out Firefight on the PC and on MCC as well, because ODST didn't have Firefight on MCC, and to finally see that brought over. I did enjoy ODST's Firefight a bit more than Reach's, but I did enjoy Halo Reach's Firefight as well. There will be more options to be released to the public as we progress throughout the year, so I'm pretty excited to learn more about controls, especially if you don't know it. The Xbox actually tried to do customizable controllers as well, but they kind of did a poor job of it. Like, you can't just tweak Halo. If you go to the menu and you change, I want to change B to be like X, that option becomes that in every game. And so that's kind of lame. So it's nice to see they brought that to this. Honestly, more options is great. And you can't really go wrong with it. Like, yes, you can add too many, say, features into a game, like, throw a Spartan charge, all that stuff. But options itself, like stuff you can tweak in menu, isn't that big of a deal, and it's kind of welcomed. Also, I'm looking forward to see what accessibility is. If it has something to do with, like, helping disabled people have an easier time with the game, like people who are colorblind, or maybe they have bad hearing or something to help them play the game and enjoy it more, would be a nice feature. I can't wait to learn more about these options. Also, like most games, there is a restore to default setting at the bottom. It is a pretty nice, clean menu, something you could expect from the newer MCC menus. Guys, comment down below, what would you like to see as an option be added to Halo MCC? But I think this would be the perfect time to end the video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Hit that bell so you'll be one of the first ones to know exactly when we upload. Also, for some reason the subscribe button doesn't work quite well like it should, so that will make sure that everything works just fine. But guys, like always, God bless, and don't forget to white.